Welcome back to Worms and Warriors. This is our 1862 Confederate campaign, and we are heading straight into this battle that we initiated at the end of episode 3. We're now going into episode 4, and this is the Battle of Shiloh. It's called the Battle of Tennessee River, but it's the Battle of Shiloh. It's even involving the same forces, really. Buell will not be taking any part in this fight, but Grant is here with about, it said 45,000 on the campaign map. It says 39,000 now. Either way, it's a tough ask, and we are having to attack here. Federal morale is slightly lower than ours, but we only start with 21,000 men in the field, and we are on the offensive. And the terrain on the Shiloh map is shocking. So the plan is going to be to wait for our guys to arrive. We're starting the fight at 1600, that's 4 p.m. And our men are not a million miles away. We've got Polk arriving from Corinth in 3 hours, and Breckinridge about the same time from Corinth as well. So I'm going to basically use this time to scout with Forrest, who's out here. The rest of our guys are just set up. We've got Bragg on the right flank. I want them to take this road up here. Hopefully we're going to bump into the Union somewhere around here, and we'll set some kind of action in place and see if we can hit them in the flank. If not, it might be that we need to pull out of here because it's an offensive scenario. We haven't got a million men to waste in throwing in frontal attacks. If he's in a good defensive position, this could be really hard. The terrain on this battlefield is shocking, especially for the artillery. We're not going to get much use out of our artillery. The Union artillery, I'm sure, will be bombarding us because they can hit anything from anywhere, it seems, when it's the AI. But as a human player, that is just not possible. The game's crap, basically, for artillery fire. Okay, so we've got 3 hours, so it's going to be nightfall. Most of the fight is going to happen tomorrow, but let's get started here. I'm going to send Forrest out to scout. If you missed the previous episode, then I was going to say go back and check it out, but actually I've just realised that Forrest is attached straight to the army commander, which really sucks. I usually have these guys as a division so they get the orders quicker, but I'm going to advance them slowly and see if we can see anything, just because it'll take forever for him to pull out if we don't do that. I'm just going to send him up the road towards Shiloh Church. And I'm actually just going to check something else out. Oh, we've got Clarendon attached to Bragg, so it's more cavalry. I'm just going to check something out here. Is this their first battle for everyone? Yep, first battle for pretty much everyone. Oh no, Patton Anderson's men have fought. So is Gibson's. So we've got a mix here of first-time fighters and some with some experience. I think the majority are in for the first fight, so it's going to be a tough one. Alright, so we haven't spotted nothing here. Pittsburgh Landing is the objective. Quite a way away still. But like I say, I don't want to advance Forrest too much. I just want to see what's happening, basically. I don't want Forrest to fight. I want him to just scout. Wait, so the scouts are back here. What the hell? Ah, but we have started to spot him. So he's dug in on the top of this hill. It is the end of the day here, so we can redeploy, but yeah. Breastworks on top of a hill. More breastworks are extending out this way. Like I say, it's going to be a tough ask here, this. Breckinridge and Polk have arrived, so at least we can get those guys in. Fragmented, the cohesion's broken. We're going to have to take our time here and advance very slowly. Now, but because of the position of Forest, it's actually allowing us to deploy somewhere further up the road. Okay, so it's a bit of a mess. But it'll sort itself out. We're going to attack in a two-pronged manner. I want to try and bring Polk around onto the flank with his forces. I've no idea if that's going to work out. We're going to try and pin them in place with Bragg. Where is he? Breckinridge and Bragg. Well, I don't know where Bragg is. There he is. So Breckinridge and Bragg are going to try and pin these guys. They're going to basically be sacrificed, or at least some of them. We're going to set up here near the cloud field, if possible. I mean, we'll get up closer and see what's going on. But then we're going to use Hardy's Corps to make an attack somewhere in this area. And Polk, I want to swing around and hit him in the rear or in the flank. So Polk's going to march through this rough terrain. I don't even know if it's going to be possible. He's going to march around this rough terrain as far out on the flank as possible, and then swing around and hit them. It's probably too ambitious. I'm not sure. Let's see how this works out. We're starting day 2. I'm moving Forrest up again. let's give Polk's guys a moment to get their cohesion back before we move anyone. I'm detaching Clanton with his cavalry. I've moved Polk up, but we haven't spotted them. Not Polk, sorry, Forrest. We have not spotted the enemy. My Polk's back to full cohesion. Let's start moving these boys up. Why have we not spotted the Union? Ah, there they are. Okay. So they are protecting this flank. If we are going to hit them in the flank, we're going to have to go way around. I mean, I don't know if this is going to be doable. I wonder, though, if maybe we can hit this division which is out the front. I mean, if we can take them on in parts, that would be ideal, of course. If we threaten this area and then actually move in with Polk's division, on here, and maybe we can take these boys out before anything happens. I doubt it. They've got a division in reserve. They've got guns in reserve as well. A nice defensive line here, actually. Not what we want to be attacking. Especially not with our unseasoned troops. No way to hit them in the flank. There's no way across this river. And even if there was, we'd have to cross this pontoon bridge. It would be a nightmare. I'll cut back in once we're a bit closer. I'll just let these guys get in and we'll take our time. Okay, so it's almost 12 p.m., almost lunchtime here, and our boys are in position. We've got, I'm just going to pause it a second here. We'll have a quick go through this. We've got Polk set up on the left-hand side here. Cohesion's good, but some of these guys are a little bit disrupted here. Cohesion failing. We're just going to give it a few minutes, let them gain some cohesion back, and then we're going to push in. These guys are supported with 6-pounder artillery. We're going to bring them right in close, hopefully to give some kind of support and fire. Yeah, that's where we are. We're going to launch an attack on this exposed division. If that's successful, we will pull back our troops and launch some sort of forward frontal attack while these forces are swinging around the rear. But I want to see if we can take these guys out first. Okay, let's get started with this. We've got some rough terrain to cross. Hindman's division is coming forward. And Polk's whole corps is coming forward to here. And let's hope this is not a huge mistake. Let's bring Claiborne's division forward slightly as well. Hindman is on the march, as is Claiborne. Polk has not moved as yet. He's ordered. Oh, there comes the courier. Okay, Polk's boys are on the move. They're using this road, which is nice. We do have this stream to cross, which is going to give us a bit of cohesion hit. And it'll be interesting to see if he shifts anything about, if we can change the focus of the battle, bring him out of his defences. Let's see what happens. If you watch my previous battles, you'll know that I'm quite a big fan of skirmishers. They do a nice job, usually. And hopefully this skirmisher screen out will give our guys a chance to get in position. If we can get rid of these guns, that would be really, really helpful. So we've managed to drive those guns back, which is nice. Sadly, our cavalry is already flashing here. Maybe they'll be okay. Ah, darn it. You would think they would have held there, but it's their first battle. Stop. He's moving men across piecemeal, and that's okay. Now we don't want to get too close to this defensive line. But we do want to see if we can break this 3rd Brigade. It seems unlikely, but... Right. Oh, really? You're flashing after 200 casualties. Just hang tight. Stay in there. Bear with it. You'll be fine. Move some Claiborne's boys up. I'd like to pull Walker's brigade out, but I know if I start him withdrawn, he will flee. We're sitting on a minor defeat. I'm not entirely sure how that is, but casualties are pretty damn close. Much closer than you would like. The walkers stopped flashing. That's why I brought the cavalry up for. I wanted them to... There we are. They're broken. Okay, nice. Let's see if we can pull him back. That's excellent. So we've done... I feel like we've accomplished the first part of this little mission. I'm going to move up a little bit with Ruggles' division. And also with Withers' division. Just to try and make sure that they can't or won't switch troops away to the flank. Oh, Albert City Johnson's all the way back here. I thought he would have moved up with the corps, but he hasn't. So the plans changed slightly. Claiborne's division is going to be the one to try and enfilade the enemy or pull around them anyway, but there's quite a lot of troops in the back here. I think this might be too tough an ask. I don't think we're going to be able to do this. He is repositioning some troops. We are coming under artillery fire already as well. We've picked up some 14-pounder James rifles. Nice. Yeah, enemy troops, they've all reformed. I mean, you know. Of course they have, because that's what the AI can do, but your guys never reform, or very, very rarely. Well, some of our guns are at least firing. I mean, 6-pounder guns firing at range. I don't know how effective that's going to be. I suspect not at all. Our captured 14-pounder rifles are firing though. That's nice. And Claiborne's almost in position here. Breckenridge has come with him. Going to bombard this flank, the unit on the far flank with the artillery. A lot of artillery pounding, probably not that effective, but, you know, it is what it is. And I know it is what it is. It's something I keep saying all the time at the moment. It's really annoying us. So we're going to give these guys 5 minutes just to recover some cohesion. And then we're going to start pushing in. Yeah, pretty ineffective fire. Not really causing much in the way of problems there. Okay, so cohesion is back up to an acceptable level. They are winded. Stephen D. Lee's boys, Paducah Volunteers, Evans Brigade, and the 3rd Arkansas. These guys are going to be the ones leading this attack. Let's get in here. He's shifting troops from the right flank. I'm hoping he's going to weaken it a bit more, and then we might push up with Bragg's division. Bragg's corps, sorry. In fact, yes, let's do that. We're going to push up with Bragg. We're pushing in here. We are struggling a little bit on this flank. I should have maybe sent a few more troops around there, but you know what to say about hindsight. It's the Habsburg Brigade moving up here. Duke volunteers are just doing nothing. I mean, just get moving. Alexander's P. Stewart's brigade is suffering as well here. Ah, darn it. Our cavalry's ran. 81 casualties, I mean. Yep. Yeah, and Stuart's brigade running with 300 casualties, yet enemy brigades are sitting there with 700 and still just absolutely fine and dandy. I feel like this is probably not going to be a successful fight. We're probably going to have to pull out of this. It's not feeling good. I mean, their flanks collapsed a little, but our men are exhausted on this flank here. And we have yet to really engage the main defensive line. And again here, 300 casualties now. Our boys are all but done for, really. There goes wood. We are achieving some success on our left flank. However, this central area, I mean, where we've come up against their defences, not faring quite so well. The Paducah Volunteers, I don't know what the hell's happened to them, but they're marching really slowly. What? Guns already wavering here? They haven't even done anything. Bushard Johnson wavering now as well. I mean, why not? Surprised it took him this long. Why is PS flashing? We only lost 180 men. Just relax. Habsburg Brigade is in contact. Come on, boys. Yes, nice. Every time it feels like we're getting somewhere, some of our men flee. Come on, Paducah Volunteers, get this bloody gun battery sorted out. How is this gun battery still in the fight? I mean, for God's sake. Unbelievable fight, this one. Actually, it's really tough. Like I say, every single time we gain anything, we have men running, even though it's only 400 casualties. Union forces would still be not even bothered if that was the case. Again, Bushrod Johnson away, just as we're making gains here, every single time. Somebody flees every time we make any sort of gain. Gibson's men nervous. I mean, come on, you've lost 199 men. What the hell's going on? Okay, I'm going to take stock for a moment here. Going to move Claiborne up a little bit. Our army is battered. Stuart's reformed at least. And Forrest Brigade is still pretty fresh, but I mean, what am I going to do with that cavalry? Not much. Okay, it's almost 6 p.m. I'm not sure what time the battle will go on till, but I think it might be 6 6. It might only be 6 or 7. I'm not sure. It's still, what's the date here? March. Probably 6. I'm not sure if we can win this. I hope so, but I'm not convinced. Okay, let's get back to it. End of day, yep, so it's 6 o'clock as opposed to. I'm not really sure where they're going to go. Let's get our boys redeployed here. I'll cut back in when that's done. Okay, so we've reorganized slightly. I'm not sure how it's going to happen. I don't really know how this is going to work out. Let's get started with day 2. Okay, what the hell? Well, let's see what happens here. I have no idea what the hell the AI is playing at. He's bunched his men down here next to the bridge, right on the Pittsburgh landing point, but why? Honestly, this game sometimes, it just leaves you scratching your head. What on earth is going on? They got 5 million detachments out. How the hell did Stevens' brigade get there so quick? Okay, so this is another garbage battle. I mean, what in the hell is this, honestly? I think I'm going to pull out of this. It's an absolute joke. Oh man, I scattered and taken forever to come together, and he just had his bunch together at the tip of the bridge. I mean, it's things like this that... They've got to make you question this game, hasn't it? It certainly does me. I don't understand it. I don't see who wants this in the game. Who wants this crap? He's literally just stacked his men on top of the objective. I mean, like, I don't get it. Like, I don't get why the AI's done this. I've never seen this happen before. It's very disappointing. Very, very, very disappointing. And there's like 5 million detachments of skirmishers out, and what the hell, man? Am I just being a whiner here, or is this absolute garbage? I have to say, I think it's bullshit, like, and it doesn't give me any enjoyment to fight this sort of thing. I did enjoy the battle until this point, until the redeployment phase, because, like I say, what's the point? What's this? What is this shit? What's he doing here? 4th Division Commander, he's walking through our ranks. Like, seriously, what's anybody getting out of this? Other than annoyance and stress that you don't need. Oh. Broken, just like that. Gibson, 1,000 casualties. Oh. Come on, boys. Let's see this done. What an absolute mess of a battle. Oh, again. Every time we make a headway. Jeez, come on. Yes, so a fairly successful cavalry charge into the middle here. Forest charging on the right flank as well. Oh, Forest Wounded. Come on! Well, whatever happens here, both armies have been flipping destroyed. man. Evans, come on. Press on, press forward. Let's get these guys finished off. Oh, how can you be wavering with 300 casualties, man? He's away. Forest Brigade is away. I mean, Forest did get wounded, but so what? 300 casualties. Just, and now Penda's flashing as well. Just don't bother. Stephen D. Lee flashing 150 casualties. Again, just don't even bother. Just stay there and fight hard. Everyone's flashing. The battle's over. We cannot win. All this for nothing. Defeat. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Morale's broken. Well, we give it a good try. Screw it. Disappointing. Disappointing. Absolutely wiped out here. We lost 8,700 men. He lost 10,000. We lost 107 guns. Are you... it's a disaster. Absolute disaster. PS has fallen into disgrace. I wasn't too impressed with him, to be honest. His brigade didn't fare that well. Never mind. I think the plan was sound. It was just maybe asking a bit too much of inexperienced men. Never mind. We'll have to pull back and we'll have to go again. But they're going to be reinforced. We didn't really inflict that many extra casualties on them. Let's have a look here then. The main blow is that we lost so many weapons. Yeah, it's just... Oh, honestly. The enemies reportedly suffered casualties of 10,400 men, 1,200 killed, 599 captured. Their morale police been nervous. Our casualties were 8,700. 1,100 killed, 2,425 wounded, missing, the rest wounded. Morale's nervous, supply situation critical, and we captured nothing here. It was a complete waste of time. I wish I hadn't bothered. I wish I hadn't bothered. It was a disaster here in this area, an absolute disaster. Alright, so we'll deal with the aftermath of this fight down here at Shiloh. Well, Shiloh, whatever you want to call it. We'll deal with that after. For now, this was a long battle. And I'm ready to call it a day for today's episode. I do hope you enjoyed the battle. It was very frustrating to play. I don't know what it was like to watch, but it was really, really frustrating to play. I feel like we should have done better there. Can't quite exactly put my finger on what went wrong. But it is how it is, and that was that. It was a difficult attack. I should maybe not even have done it, but it's too late for that now. I hope you're having a great day, whatever you're doing. I hope you're going to subscribe and come back and watch more, and I'll see you in the next one. Ta-ra for now.